What's up, everyone? I am Wink, and this is Scream Cheese. Skillz will be back in the next video. Today, we are talking about The Devil's Workshop, directed by Chris Von Hoffman and starring Radha Mitchell, Timothy Granaderos, and Emile Hirsch. In The Devil's Workshop, a struggling actor spends a weekend with a female demonologist to prepare for an audition. I didn't expect to see this movie this weekend. I actually got an email that said that this movie was going straight to digital, so I decided I would check it out. It actually said that it was also in theaters, though I haven't been able to verify if it had like a limited screening. But obviously, the big conversation this weekend has been Smile, which I thought was fantastic, and it was scary, and it was a really big concept that really filled a big screen. But The Devil's Workshop was actually a pretty impressive little movie that I think was perfectly suited for a straight to digital release. Right off the bat, I would say that the image on the cover is like a pretty scary image, but unfortunately, I don't think that the movie was very scary, but I will say that it was really compelling the whole way through. They did a really good job of keeping you on the edge of your seat, kind of wondering exactly what was going on. And I would say that was really at the benefit of Radha Mitchell's performance. Let me tell you, I have probably seen a million movies with Radha Mitchell in it, though I can't really think of what her performances were like, but I don't think I've ever seen her in anything quite like in this movie. The tone of the film really rests on her performance. She is, in every scene, kind of powerful and confident and mysterious and motherly. She just has this presence about her, and every line she delivers is kind of mesmerizing. There were a few times when she was talking in this movie where I actually forgot to listen to what she was saying because I was kind of mesmerized by how she said it, and I had to like roll it back to watch again. I am really impressed by her performance. But when it comes down, this film actually wound up being mainly about actors, and it's kind of fitting that all of the acting in this movie was pretty good. I would say that our lead character in Timothy Granaderos is probably not the strongest as compared to his co-stars, but he does a perfectly effective job, and he does excel when the scenes require that of him. And then you have Emile Hirsch in a really supporting role, but he kind of steals the show. I would love to see Emile Hirsch in another movie playing this character. It's not an extremely likable character. It's not like a character you would expect Emile Hirsch to be playing. He's like an actor who booked commercials when he was a little kid, and he's been able to live off that money, and he has like kind of an inflated ego. He is just incredible the whole way through. And then you have kind of a breakout performance by the actress Sarah Coffey playing the character Nikki. She's like a friend of Emile Hirsch's and doesn't even have a particularly big role, but she has this one scene where she literally knocks it out of the park. So that was pretty impressive, seeing an up-and-coming actress just give a pretty awesome performance. I felt the kind of representation of the life of an actor seemed very on point in the film, even down to a conversation Granaderos' character has about his motivations for acting. I think that most people would consider his motivations kind of the wrong motivations to get into that industry, but I think if people were honest with themselves, I think that a lot of people feel that way. Devil's Workshop wound up being kind of a little bit of a hidden gem. I really enjoyed it the whole way through. It did have an eerie feeling, even though it wasn't very scary, and it all wrapped itself up really well in a logical and maybe not so rewarding way, but definitely satisfying. The only thing that kind of sucks, in the end, there were some really awesome makeup effects, but then they did some digital like fire effects that did not translate so well. That was kind of unfortunate. Those effects were so bad that they kind of just took you out of the moment. But it's passable in a film where there were tons of different production companies listed in the beginning, so I'm sure this movie had kind of a tough road to get itself made. So in the end, I think it was an impressive film, especially for being such a small, kind of intimate film. I'm gonna give the film a 7.4 and tell you, I think you should definitely check this one out. Probably not in the theater if there's a limited release by you. This isn't gonna compete with the likes of Smile and Halloween and all the other awesome horror movies that are going to theaters, but this film is great in its own right in a straight to streaming way. All right, folks, well, let me know what you thought of Devil's Workshop. Did you check this one out? out? Had you even heard of this one before? Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and suggest your favorite horror movies in the comment section below. And we will see you next time. Peace out, cheesers.